cloud has breath across the globe well and truly bated as PS2 owners await the first truly titanic adventure for their new machines. The fact that Sony itself has been developing this title for years inside its Japanese R&D labs has raised speculation to a fever pitch. What you can't fail to ignore are the sumptuous graphics. Despite the Japanese language of this version, we've been hooked. The plot seems very strange indeed. A fascist-looking dictator type has leveled a number of villages by invoking a massive genie-style demon. The big departure with this game is the land management system. As you explore each of the dungeons, various buildings and villages are magically released. Once outside, you can put the village back together in the manner of your choosing. Just make sure that the buildings slot together okay. Most of the action takes place in the dungeons, where hundreds of monsters and meanies await termination under your blade. You can attach items to the hilt of your sword, special magical items whose capabilities are slowly absorbed into the blade. Once its power has maxed out, the sword is reduced to a crystal containing all of the absorbed power. This can then be mounted into a more powerful sword, and the cycle continues. We reckon that the fully translated English version should be pretty damn special. Project Eden. Set in a dark, squalid vision of the future, blighted by overcrowding and class divisions, Project Eden entrusts you with control of a four-man team from the Urban Protection Agency. Set on a routine investigation, it soon becomes apparent that things aren't what they seem. A stylish blend of all-out action and brain-testing puzzles, Project Eden requires thoughtful use of all your team members to overcome the numerous challenges that await. With mutating enemies to defeat and a conspiracy that goes right to the top, Project Eden is looking like it could stake a claim as the best squad-based shooter on PS2. From the cult adventure masters from Software, Eternal Ring has been fully translated into English and is heading for your shop very soon. It's a first-person perspective affair with a twist. Vanquished beasts leave behind gems. Forge them together to make powerful magic rings that produce a wild variety of different magical effects. First playtest, Eternal Ring has pretty good graphics, and even though it's been sped up since its original Japanese release, it's still a bit slow. We'll have more on this soon. solar system in the 22nd century. The human race has expanded its space colonization from the orbit of the Moon and the surface of Mars to as far as Jupiter to acquire natural resources and minerals from the mysterious planet. On the planet's surface is the mining colony of Antilia, a critical operation for the Earth's government as Antilia mines precious resources found only on Jupiter. The game's combat sequences owe a lot to the anime movies such as Macross Plus, with explosive action performed with ludicrously quick movements. The controls and camera angles make the action, but provide plenty of scope for you to hone your skills to master all the game has to throw at you. One day, a 14-year-old, Leo Stenbuck, and his bully companions are caught stealing items from one of Antilia's storehouses. As he's being held prisoner, Zoe, a Martian militia group, starts attacking the Antilia colony. Leo is the only survivor of the attack. Filled with remorse and rage at the tragic scene, he runs away and ends up at the controls of an orbital frame Juhiti, a giant war machine. With no other choice available to him, Leo takes the helm of the robot to battle against the Zoe forces. There is a strong theme of life and death in the plotline. The hero, Leo, has little or no will to live initially, but this is soon provided by the game's heroine, the 14-year-old Selvis Klein. Standing against them is Viola, the 22-year-old pilot of the Zoe forces, Orbital Frame Neat. She is a dark character, looking for a good place to die. So be prepared for a mecha combat experience that seems as exciting, involving and seemingly effortless as the best of mecha anime.
Your fuel tank has sprung a leak. The leak in your fuel tank will reduce your range, so you will have to refuel en route. Descend until your aircraft engages the mechanism on top of a refueling cart. Fly your aircraft to the airport on the west coast for repair.
Sky Odyssey bills itself as flight adventure, somewhere between an arcade game and a flight simulator. The gameplay is easy to pick up, but difficult to master. To help, there are settings which provide more or less control of the aircraft as desired. Once you're ready to fly, you have a range of options: free flight, target, sky canvas, or the heart of the game, adventure mode. The overall objective is to collect the scattered pieces of a map, but en route you are scored for flying performance with such things as speed, precision and stunts. The missions themselves include such things as flying into an underground cavern, mid-air refueling and landing at an ancient ruin in order to recover a piece of the lost map. There are nearly 20 missions in adventure mode, spread over a chain of islands with wildly varying objectives. Sky Odyssey is not a game for everyone. The missions tend to be quite slow-paced, and the flight simulator influences make the game more involved than your average arcade game. But what about the aircraft? Well, there's a fantastic range of wings to fly. You can try your hand with vintage biplanes, experimental military planes, helicopters, and even UFOs. Each of these vehicles can be modified and customized with a variety of wings, tails, propellers, engines, and paint jobs. Sometimes it is necessary to include a particular modification to be able to complete the mission in hand. The game also presents the budding pilot with constantly changing weather conditions. If you want to get that map, you're going to have to learn to deal with headwinds, tailwinds, updrafts, downdrafts, turbulence, and much more. And if you can cope with that, then there are the additional challenges of rock falls and water spouts, just to keep you on your toes. But if you're ready for a simplistic flying game with a bit more depth, and you're ready to take on the steep learning curve, then this could well be the game for you. We'll have the definitive word on this game next month.
In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
You! It was you, wasn't it?
I'm here for you, James.
Are you blind or something?
See? I'm real.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
Red alert! More unfeasibly large robots heading to your PlayStation 2. As if the likes of Armored Core 2 and Zone of the Enders aren't enough, classy coders Game Arts are entering the fray with a new update of their old shooting series first seen on the Sega Saturn. We've been living with Gun Griffin Blaze since the summer, when it was first released to the explosion-hungry, robot-obsessed Japanese public. We've played the game to death, bought the record and worn the t-shirt. And let's put our cards on the table right now and say that the game is really rather impressive. Climb inside your Hymax robot and prepare to take on a series of mission-based levels that see you mixing it up with a whole third-world economy's worth of tanks, planes, and other massive mech-style robots like your own. Perhaps the best-looking aspect of the game is its sheer style. Gun Griffin Blaze features superb, super detailed graphics that run extremely smoothly with no slowdown or glitching. And the visuals on offer are superb. The landscapes are most impressive, beaten only by the military hardware put up against you. The detail level is excellent. for the course with this type of game, a bewildering array of weaponry is on offer. Vulcan cannons and guided missiles are 2 a penny. But what did catch our eye is the smart sniper scope GameArts have added to the game. This allows you to literally scope out faraway enemies and let them have it. A nice little touch that adds elements of stealth to the game. Despite being a bit repetitive, this looks like being good stuff. A nice bonus is the inclusion of some extra robots to get hold of that add to the replay factor of the game. In short, this is a pretty intense blaster that should go down very well indeed with shooting fanatics. The first F1 motor racing game for the PS2, EA's F1 Championship Season 2000 offers everything we have come to expect from an EA title. Sitting somewhere between an arcade game and a simulator, you can configure the level of realism by selecting setups for manual gears, vehicle damage, opponent intelligence, fuel use, tyre wear, wet weather, equipment failures, steering, braking and gears. With warm-ups, practicing, qualifying and the full quota of laps to give you more of a challenge. For those that can't wait to get into the action, there is the quick race option. For those with more patience, there are the single Grand Prix races, multiplayer for up to 4 players, and the full championship mode. Even the drivers' heads move in response to the immense acceleration they're put under. You can also set up a custom championship with whichever circuits you like in any order. The game includes all of the 17 official circuits and 22 favourite drivers to choose between. All of the circuits have been designed with attention to every detail, including towering buildings, sweeping curves, tyre smoke and glistening seas. Touches like hot air distortions, real-time pit boards and camera flashes provide a level of realism beyond what we have seen before. Even a pit stop is a pleasure to behold, with a fully animated 22-man crew go to work to put you back on track in a record time. The cars are also accurately rendered, right down to the decals. The replays provide everything from a range of spectacular angles, just as impressive as Namco's MotoGP. Pre- and post-race commentary is provided by the actual broadcasters fans of the sport have come to know and love. This may be the only Formula One game on the PS2, but it definitely sets a high benchmark for those to follow. A must for fans of the genre. Although it lacks versatility when it comes to modifying your car's handling and performance. Select the MotoGP circuit you want to see. We've taken action from all 5 courses. During the demo, press Enter on the DVD remote or the X button to switch between the in-game action and the replay. Select the MotoGP circuit you want to see. With great success across PlayStation, Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast platforms, Ubisoft get ready to launch the ever-limbless Rayman onto the PlayStation 2.
Rayman? You know, Globox, I think this might be the end. No, not the end. Globox bring good gift from Lee. Lee? The fairy? Incredible! I can feel its energy building up. Let's go see Lee. She'll give me all.
Realizing the key to a good platform game lies in its coming back for more playability, Ubisoft have revamped the previous Rayman 2 and added extra levels to provide a more free-roaming 3D adventure environment that is Rayman Revolution. Once again, Rayman's adventures centre around the collection of coloured lums, scattered throughout the vast gaming environment by the devious pirates. Rayman must collect them all to return the lost energy.
I'll help you by giving you all the energy left in. Yahoo! Good luck, Rayman. Now you can grab onto the purple lum.
As Rayman, you start the game powerless, but as progress is made, valuable abilities can be gained that will help you to complete the different stages of the game. These powers include the ability to throw projectiles, swing through the air, and hover through energy tunnels. If you find yourself stuck, chances are you missed out on gaining extra powers from a previous level. All this pit traversing and lava hopping is broken up with some attractive racing style sub-levels. Here Rayman must perform tasks like training the rocket dogs so that he can catch a ride and harness their explosive powers to further his adventure. Along with water skiing, space slides and other antics, these levels offer the chance to catch up on those elusive lums. The backdrops for each of the numerous levels draw you into a slick and immensely playable game. Overall, Rayman Revolution is a stunning game to look at. Fun, at times infuriating, but with a platform game of this quality, you always find time for just one more go. Check out this action from a one-on-one Unreal Tournament deathmatch, played using the iLink cable. Press Enter on the DVD remote or the X button on the PS2 pad to switch between the two players' perspectives.
Try turning the safety off. You like that?
Double kill. Winner.
Check out this action from a one-on-one Unreal Tournament.
Try turning the safety off.
morning, Mr. Hunt. Sorry I barged in on your vacation. Well, Mr. Hunt, I don't quite know where to begin.
You know?
No. Should I?
She's got no training for this kind of thing.
But to go to bed with a man like her, she's a woman. She's got all the training she needs.
Welcome to Australia, mate.
This ain't funny.
The mother of all nightmares is on the loose.
I don't think I can do it.
You mean it'll be difficult?
Very.
Well, this is not mission difficult, Mr. Hunt. It's mission impossible. Difficult should be a walk in the park for you.
You gotta be kidding.
This message will destruct in 5 seconds.
Hi. You're in the emergency room in the Philadelphia City Hospital. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Where were you sitting on the train?
Against the window.
In the passenger car?
Yes.
You're certain you were in the passenger car?
Yeah. Where are the other passengers?
Your train derailed. Took a curve too fast. A second train collided with yours after it derailed. The debris spread over 1 mile.
Why are you looking at me like that?
There are 2 reasons why I'm looking at you like this. 1, because it seems you are the only survivor of this train wreck. And 2, you don't have a scratch on you.
I know what's going through your mind right now. You're searching for meaning in all of this. Know one thing. 131 people died so you could finally understand the destiny for which you were born. Are you ready for the truth?
From the writer-director of The Sixth Sense.
Your train derailed. You're in a serious accident.
Are still on fire and debris is everywhere.
You're the only survivor of this train wreck. And you didn't break 1 bone. You don't have a scratch on you.
Bruce Willis. Samuel L. Jackson. Unbreakable.
There's a reason that he was the only survivor and he wasn't scratched. And Elijah Price, who's played by Sam Jackson, is the person that comes and suggests a theory as to why he is this kind of miraculous survivor.
We're talking about the life of an idea that has lived too long in my head.
Things begin to happen during the course of the film. David begins to question his belief not only in what Elijah says to him, but his belief in his own thoughts and his own theories.
Mr. Price, could we talk about the note that you left on my car? I have genetic disorder. It makes my bones very easy to break.
There's someone like me in the world, and I'm at one end of the spectrum. Couldn't there be someone else, opposite of me at the other end?
He basically has never been injured. Even David starts to realize that about himself.
It's gonna sound a little strange, but just think about it for a second. Audrey, do you remember me ever getting sick?
I can't remember.
Do you think that's kind of weird? Not remembering one cold, or a fever, or a sore throat? What do you think it means?
This film is about how David Dunn realizes what he has inside of him.
He's teaching him something, Elijah, teaching him who he is.
I've never been injured, Elijah.
I always like something that I can sit there and watch and not know what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes.
Enormously entertaining. And if anything, it's going to be a more incredible film than The Sixth Sense was.
Captain Benazet, San Juan Police Headquarters. We're talking to Mr. Henry Hurst. Do we have your permission to tape this interview, Henry?
Why not? I have nothing to hide.
2 young girls have been strangled. You were principal witness to the crime scene.
I'm very rich. I have a big house and a glamorous wife. Murder by some thug, that's average. When it's a pillar of the legal community, it's banner headlines, television, helping your push to become our next police superintendent. Come on, Victor. Confess.
I've heard your story all night. And you've been lying. How about I detain you on suspicion?
Are you serious? He didn't crack you. Well, he didn't crack.
I've caught him in a number of lies.
Does that make me the murderer?
We have separate bedrooms.
Chantal can be unbearable, I promise you.
Do you think he's guilty?
She thinks that I did this.
He's right to.
To what? Hope?
To be afraid.
Chantal was in the bedroom, she was not. The dog was with you, the dog was not. Why can't you tell me one thing that adds up?
It's none of your business. You can't treat me like this. Can't believe that she would go to these lengths.
I need to know more about this.
No, you don't.
Did you know her well?
No.
Or did you just take her? Come on, Henry. Go ahead.
They're stowaways. Make sure you give them an appropriate welcome.
On the next DVD issue of PSW, we'll be taking a look at one of the most anticipated PlayStation 2 titles around, The Bouncer. Combining incredible graphics with top-notch brawling and adventuring, this has the potential to be a massive hit. But does the in-game action match up to this stunning footage of the game's trailer? See for yourself next month.